Hello, hello, Divine Empresses!
Hello,
It's Amy.
hello.
And the last day with us. Oh my God, emotional.
We're going
Thank
to
you.
miss you.
I know, it was so good. It was a great experience, I hope, for everyone. It was for me, and I think for Saskia as well. We did learn a lot for ourselves, so it's a good thing about
Absolutely,
it.
absolutely.
I'm just going to wait a teeny bit just to see for everyone to jump on, and because I know how, like, you get notification and then you wait. I just going to check if we are live on the page as well. We are amazing. I'm going to tag most of you. And there you go. So yes, today we have loads to cover. So hi to everyone that's coming in. Please introduce yourself, and because we don't know who's coming when on the live, so we'd love to see who you are. And so we'll do a couple of things before. We're just going to wrap up what we did the last 2 days, because it can be a great reminder as well. So we did the first day, we did plan calling in the future and plan your I set up your, like, not set up, but like having an idea of what are important to set up systems to have, like, to be able to rise that empire, the empire of yours. And Saskia wrote us to a beautiful meditation to find the pot of gold and bring it back and to us. And on day 2 we were talking about higher self and everything that it takes to get to pave your future with your direction, like with the big picture of what you got from the higher self exercise that you got. And so today we're going to be covering life purpose, and it's going to be exciting. Yes. All right. So do you want to start, Saskia?
You want me to start dive directly into the meditation, or do you want me?
Well, do you have a meditation for today, is it?
Yes,
Sorry
I
guys,
have. I,
we just
I will just put it
go ahead.
maybe in perspective before we dive in.
Sure.
Because I think it is important to see that the higher purpose is or sorry the high our higher self is the bigger part. It's we are expanding beyond ourselves to align ourselves to where we are expanding to. And what we are going to do today is to find that purpose and to clarify a little bit more what is our purpose. And sometimes it can be difficult, like, okay, what is my purpose? And I think the biggest part of being able to dive deeper into our purpose is to tap into that part where lies our passion, where lies our joy. And that is one of the reasons why I have this little, I don't know if you can see it up here, the little tile with the jump roping child, because that is what reminds me my true purpose of you know of freedom, of joy, of expansion, of why I do what I do. And as soon as we are aware of what really brings us joy, where is the part of us where we feel passionate, then it good evening, Gidra, good you're there.
Hi.
So to refine, to retap into that area where we are, where the fire is burning, I would say. And so then we can if it's difficult to remind us or to remember where our passion is, it's very good to go back to the child we once were.
Yeah.
Because there is where there is a purity of joy, where there is a purity of passion and expansion. And it doesn't mean that we need to be rope jumping all day, you know, or to find, but to see, okay, how can I bring in that aspect or that passion within my life, within my business today. So that is where I want to invite you today to, with the meditation we are going to do, to reconnect to that inner child, to rekindle the purpose and to rekindle why you're doing what you're doing, and to see how you can bring that into to your business today and going forward.
Hello.
Hi, Alison. Good you're there. We'll let you dive in straight away to rediscover or
I send an email to everyone just in case they didn't get the last email that we are live, because you know it's Sunday evening after all, so sometimes things fall through the cracks. So
exactly.
Brilliant. So we're going to take you to a guided meditation that Saskia created to rekindle your inner child. I'm excited. And then we also have something to present to you at the end of the call. So if you want, we'll tell you when we're done. So you can leave, or if you want to hear what we have to offer you, that would be kind of the next step if you want to start working with us. So yeah, let's go ahead, Saskia.
Yes. So what I want to invite you to close your eyes and to really take the time to feel how you are sitting on your chair or wherever you are in the safe space where you are at the moment, and to focus on yourself. Feel how you are sitting on your chair. Feel your feet and feel how your chair is supporting you at your back, and try to sink into it and feel the support. Feel your feet on the floor, connecting to the earth, grounding you. And let roots sprout into the earth and let them reach deeper and deeper, so that a true exchange with the earth can take place. And now bring your attention to your breath, to the way you are breathing in and out. Feel the way you are breathing. And you don't need to change anything. Just be aware of it. Just be, and notice what happens in your body. And I invite you to imagine yourself as a child at a moment of great joy. How old are you? What are you wearing? What are the colors surrounding you? What do you feel in that great moment of joy? Is it excitement? Is it laughter? Is it jumping around? Are you jumping around? Or what is going on? What are you doing? And what sensation do you feel in your body? What are you saying? Are there any people surrounding you? Are there people joining you in that moment of joy, of excitement? Or are you alone? At ease with yourself? Who is there? Are there other kids around? Or family? Or adults? And what are they doing? Are you outside? Or inside? And feel as much as possible what you're doing, how you feel, what happens. And if you're in that moment of joy and excitement, something in an activity maybe that brings you great joy, is that something, that experience, is that something that you can, with a button on the old radios, can you tune it up a little bit so that you can feel that expansion of what gives you joy, what gives you passion, what you like to do. Make it bigger. Increase the brightness of the colors. Increase the sensations. Make it all just a little bit bigger. So you can even see better what is going on. And when you see that girl, little or maybe a little bit bigger, how does she make you feel? And when you look at her, what is she inviting to bring along today? Ask her to come a little bit closer to you and see what she does. Be there waiting for her to come closer so that you can connect even better. See what she does. What is the invitation? What is her invitation to you? And maybe if she is a little bit hesitant to come to you, ask her, what do you need? So I can bring you home. So I can keep you alive. What do you need? And see what she does. Look at her. And tell her you're waiting for her. Keep your gaze upon her. And take the time for her to come closer to you. What does she need? Take your time. Thank her for being there. Thank her for her simple joy and excitement, for her passion. Let her know it is okay. And find a way to tell her that you will take care of her, that you will honor that joy and passion, and bring that alive even more today in the work you're doing, within your business, within your life. Thank her again. Look at her. Take that picture with you. Take your time. And when you are ready, feel again the way you're sitting on your chair. And keep breathing. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes and come back into the space where we are. So, I can't hear you.
That was
Unmute
a
yourself.
good one. That was a good one. I'm just checking with someone. Yes, so hi everyone again. This is an extra layer of tapping into your purpose. You normally have gotten the emails earlier today. Of course, I did not expect you to do it all today. That's okay, because we have sent you 3 meditations. Plus the one we're doing in the course. So, and I know if you're not really used to that, it can be challenging to tap into that part of you of like stopping and doing. So for anyone that actually did that meditation right now, I admire and I applaud you, because it's the first step to your next growth. So I'm excited. So today, as we were saying earlier, we do have something to offer you at the end of the call, but we're going to cover that later. We're going to be really much focusing on the on my life purpose, and I know that Saskia had some exercise onto that section as well, and I will be free flowing. It's not free flowing. I do know what I want to talk about, but I will be more putting the fire. Putting the oils onto the fire to make yourself feeling empowered and strong and bold and extra everything. Hi to everyone that's joined. Can you just tell us in the comment hi? Love to see who it is, because we don't know. We just need to see the people, the name, the number, but we don't know who you are. So please say hi.
And I think, you know, when we are looking at our purpose, it's why we get up in the morning. And why is it so important? Because being in business, it's not always a smooth ride. I mean, there are moments when it's tough, and when we don't really have very much clarity on why we are doing what we're doing. You know, if that is not something we have actuated all the time, and especially when things get tough, you know, it's what makes us wake up in the morning and be there and say, okay, no matter what, I show up. And you know, what drives you? If you you know, take the meditation we have just done, and see what gives you that joy and that passion. And you can even go deeper and answer the question like 7 times. What is underneath it? What is underneath it? What is underneath it? To get it even more clear and to see, because the top layer we know, but the more we dig deeper, the more the answers are coming from a different place as well. They are no longer coming from our mental part, but they are coming from places that we may not have on top of our mind. So our whole unconscious system comes with it. And so I think that is important, because there is where our drive comes, and it's important to make it very, very specific, very tangible. So what do you feel? Which memories are linked to it? Where which behavior am I showing when I'm in that state? Because then we are able to recognize it way faster in our daily life. And also we know what we can evaluate what we are doing. Was I able today to move from that space of passion, of joy, where I'm really thriving? Or is it all, you know, I just go through the motions because I need to?
Yeah.
And if we are not connected to that purpose, we will not be able to pursue or to make our business grow on the long term, because then it will be a fire which will kindle away slowly, because simply it doesn't generate the energy we need to keep going.
Yeah. So to me, there is a big part of knowing your purpose that is important if you really want to lead a soul-led business, you want to have a heart-centered business, whatever you feel called to be calling yourself. It is a good part of, because we tend to think, because we were talking about that the last 2 days, that when we say CEO, lots of people are like, they are backing out, because a CEO has a very strong, sometimes, connotation of soulless, strong, stepping on everyone's head, and like, you know, do as I say and everything, and kind of like coming in as a management and not as a leader. And the thing is, a real CEO is actually someone that have embodied as much as possible a true role of a leader. And the true role of a leader is knowing their core values, knowing their purpose, and lead with that. So like that, they're actually going to attract and be magnetized. They're going to attract the most amazing people to work with them, because they're going to be treated those people like part of their families. They're going to also have the most amazing clients, because when you come and show up in integrity with your own core values, people will see it. Because, you know, let's put it this, like, I know all the way, when you talk to a business owner, and sometimes you're like, ooh, when you tap in nutrition, it's like, I'm getting EBGBs right now, just, it's weird. And then, you know, like the brain is like, no, you kind of, the thing is, the first thing that came to mind is because maybe that person at the time did not come in full integrity, did not come in the full authenticity towards you. And again, sometimes it's just a matter of like them not really fully believing in what they're going to offer you. But the thing is, it also comes from the idea that we have to be a different person to be a CEO and to sell to people. And like when you are within your purpose, you are selling with a purpose. You're not selling to make a sale. You're selling because you know what is the purpose of that sale. Like my purpose is to empower women. It has always, like, it's been loud and clear. It's even before empower people, empower women, and it's higher than anything else in my life. And I have 3 kids. I'm a mom. I'm a partner. And the thing is, when everything is right, this is not my first decision to make. This is my first role is to be out there, service other people, being empowering them in stepping in those higher, bigger shoes that they may be like, I'm not too sure. Kind of like to everyone that feel constricted in that contraction, and then realizing that it just takes maybe a couple of breaths and like and then it's just like we call it some people call it the glass ceiling, but I'm kind of like, it's not really that. It's more, for me, it's a bubble or a box, but it's not just above your head, it's the whole body will feel constricted. So as you know, like I was what Saskia was saying, and I know like you have a great work done around the why. There is loads of we were saying that in day 2, that what is your why? And I'm like, I don't know. I just don't know what you're asking me that. This work that we're doing with you is to tapping into your why. And I know that you did some research and everything, so I'd love for you to share a little bit on that, Saskia, as well.
Well, I think one of the big things is to understand that why it's the drive from within, and there actually it changes the whole perspective on the way we look at our business. Are we initially result driven, and which means we are sales driven, and we want to have the results no matter what, which makes a big difference from purpose driven, because then we are enriching the lives of others, even if it's a product, even if it's whether it's a product or a service, it doesn't matter.
It's a transformation. Yeah.
We are giving people a transformation. And so when we know we have this gold, and we are there to make a difference in people's lives, we can no longer we don't have the right not to put it forward. If we have gold, we cannot, in true looking at ourselves, we cannot. And if we know it will solve a problem, we don't even have the right not to put it forward. And so, but it changes the whole way of managing our business or setting up our business, is because then it becomes people driven instead of result driven, over the dead bodies or whatever at all cost. So there we start to work with people and to understand that we have a divine mission to be in business, which changes completely the way we are looking at being in business. And there we stop hiding, or we are no longer, how to say, the limits of, oh, who am I, or they fade away, simply because we are there to serve and to improve the lives of our clients, of our customers.
Yeah. Does that make any sense?
It's no longer about us. It is no longer about me having a product or having something that I need to put into the market to live or to survive. or to pay my bills or whatever. But it becomes this unstoppable drive that pushes me forward beyond me, no matter how I feel.
Yeah. Does that make any sense though, for our ladies that's watching live? Because sometimes it can be heavy to understand. So I'd love for you to just comment in the section in the chat, just to be sure.
And ask your
And
questions.
again, if you need more clarity and is that clarification? That's the word. I'd love, like, please don't mind. Just go and ask the question. You don't have to wait till the end, for sure. But yeah, I definitely agree with you. Again, that's the reason we created that as well. And shifting the idea of like, oh, brilliant, Deirdre, I'm happy. Shifting the idea of seeking for the why without tapping into intuition is not the real truth. You're talking from your brain. You're not talking from what your heart is, or your gut, or your throat, whatever is where your intuition comes from. And like, when I actually, it's a great analogy, because we were talking together about Simon Sinek, about, like, the golden, what's the name again? The golden circle. And he was like, he had different circle, and the first one is the why. And the first time I saw that, like, it was like a big boom online, like, at the time. And the first time I saw that, I was like, okay, you're giving me very pragmatic answers, like pragmatic examples. But at the end of that video, I was like, I still don't know how to find my why. I know it's something and it's important, and if you want to make, like, because he was taking the analogy of Apple, and he was like, but the thing is, I actually did work in company like that, and I'm like, I agree with it at some extent, but the thing is, we are building personal brands. So the why is not the same level as a company like Amazon or Apple or whatever. Like, Amazon would probably be a wrong example anyway. But what is your why? Because if you build a personal brand, and when I'm meaning a personal brand, doesn't mean that a solopreneur have to do it all, anything like that. It's just the visual is you. You are the driver, you are the face of the company, and then you have people under you that is going to support your dreams. And when you do this way, when you do or have a personal brand, your why is infused into your business. Your purpose has to be infused into your business. Everything that is you is included in your business. And if you come with an idea that you are someone else, you're going to be found out. And let me tell you, when this happens, it's not going to be pretty.
Well, I think there is, I always say, when I was working with people to get them back into the workforce, and they would come and I would need to do interview trainings, or what kind of jobs they were looking for, or what they were still able to do. And when they would come in, I would always see the way they were behaving or the way they were acting. And then they would often say, oh yes, but when I'm in my job, I act different. I am different, or I do things differently. And that's not the way it works. The way you are is the way you work. And maybe you will be able to maintain a different way of working in the first week or two, but then the mask drops. And that is exactly the same within the business. If you want to maintain on the long run your business, it has to come from a place of authenticity, of who you are, linked to who you are. Otherwise, you're not able to show up, to get to the difficult times, and to do the work so that you can show up authentically with who you are.
Yeah,
And
And
there's no escape.
no, the only thing I wanted to add on to that is when we say being your authentic self, doesn't mean that you have to let yourself being people coming into your boundaries or anything like that. I'm not. We are taking is like you are coming with your core values. You're coming from your why, from your purpose. But the thing is, you are still a leader. And a leader have 7 to 8 acts of courage that one of my mentor Dusty Staub, like it's actually the life purpose is from him. He made it for us. So and it actually added an eighth one. It was used to be 7 and now it's 8. And you have 7 acts of courage that you have to embody. And again, you don't have to have 100% figure it out, but like knowing all of them. And I do know where all my weaknesses. And I'm getting stronger and assertive towards some of them, like the power to confront were like the courage to confront was something like, oh my gosh, like the confronting, it was like kind of like feeling like you were going to war, or kind of like you're going to go to a fight. And I never liked fight. I don't like drama, so I would be like calling back myself in. The thing is, it's something that I learned from you, Saskia, is when you do this kind of thing, you the one eating the bitterness. And so you can do business your way. You can lead from purpose, from your core values. But the thing is, you still are in business. So you do have some boundaries to set. And of course, it's like, sometimes they might be like you can set big boundaries and having kind of a wiggle room. But I think if someone goes too close, like too inside that boundaries, you do need to step into your leader, like the full leader of yourself, and have the courage to address and confront, because you went too far. This is what has been done or whatever, and that has to stop now. And the thing is, yes, the person might not be happy with what it is, but the thing is, you don't have to take the blame on someone else's emotion. If that make any sense, Saskia, I don't know right now.
Well, it's talking about boundaries. I think that is the first thing which is important when you are in business. Simply the boundaries. Who are you going to serve? Your service is not for everyone.
No.
And we need to, especially as women, we need to come to terms that we can't please everybody. And no, not everybody is our client. Not everybody will appreciate what I have to offer. Yeah. And to be fine with that, to be perfectly fine with that. No's are part of redefining, okay, for whom, why am I doing what I do? And also then, for whom am I doing what I do? Because who is my audience? My audience becomes clear when I know why I do what I do. Yeah. In the beginning, I was coming from the background of a missionary who was just going to help everybody. It led me to burnout. But in my business, I am not for everybody. I am not, I know for myself, I am not going to work with people who are not ready. So there needs to be a certain disposition for me to know with whom I'm working. And no, I'm not for everybody. And I will tell people, no, we are not a good fit. As well as I know very well to recognize when, yes, this is my audience. And so it allows me to make choices extremely fast, because I know who why I'm serving, where I want to go, and also who I am serving.
Yeah.
And then I can act very fast, and I know when to jump onto an opportunity and when to let it go, and I'm fine with that.
Yeah. And again, that kind of analogy of the niche. And again, as you were saying, you know who you want to work with, and you don't have to only have one ideal niche. You can have different one. There could be an overall of it, and then you break down in every step and level of people you want to support with. Like Saskia and myself work with empowered, like Saskia works with men as well, but I do work only with women. Like we work with empowered people that, or at least people that are able to make decision because they want something better and stronger and scalable within the business. And there is a work about mindset. There is loads of things around, like, you know, energy healing and all of the things that's going to support you, and that's part of what it is exactly. So yeah, do we have anything else to cover?
Oh, I mean,
We could be there for 3 more hours.
Unless there are very specific questions.
Do you have any question? Is that what? Oh, sorry, my apologies for the noise. Is anything everything made sense? Do you need more clarity on it? I would love to hear from you. Until we have the question coming, we would love to introduce you something that we've been creating, that has been in the making for months. We are opening, Saskia and myself, a mastermind, and it's going to be a 12-month mastermind starting in January. And the mastermind is like so many things inside of it. I'm so excited. The name of the mastermind is called Dissident. It has been created for women in business that want to make an impact in the realm they're working on, and want to actually changing the way we do business, because we're all about that. Like, there is systems that kind of going to support you, but when those are set up, you can do whatever you want within your business, because the system are just there to support you, to send emails and everything, because that's kind of what it is to do business. But the thing is for us is going to be for helping you scaling to 6 or 7 figures, whatever is your desire. Scaling, if you are scaling to 10K a month or whatever, but it's not just monetary. Go ahead, Saskia.
And it's also, I think what is why my passion is in that mastermind is it brings together women who want to break through all their family dynamics, the social, the cultural heritage of holding us back as women. So to be able to free ourselves up so that we can really own that space of leading our businesses with authenticity, with passion, with a vision and a purpose, which let's say it, which will put the world on fire. We are not targeting women, which is perfectly fine as well. But there is where we are talking about the niche, about women who really want to create that impact, even, I would say, even if you don't yet know where that is exactly.
Yeah.
But if you know that when you're looking at your life right now, and you feel that there is something more to where you long to be, then this mastermind is for you. But because it will help you to expand, to keep that growth mindset, and we will be there to hold that space for you so that you can keep growing. We will hold the space for you when you need that extra bit of encouragement, of clarity. What is the next step to take when there is that blockage, that hurdle to overcome? And we want to create that space where women are having each other's backs. And I think that if as women we are able to create that space where we encourage each other, where we straighten each other's crowns, that is so much more powerful than dimming each other's light. We all rise when one of us rises. So and to step into that way to really to dare to be the rebel in your field of expertise and say, here I am, and I'm doing it differently because I have something greater to bring to the world, and especially in the world now. And I think that is where the gold of this mastermind is going to be.
Yeah, but in the mastermind, like at the end of the day, there is going to be a support from systems, like creating, like, having an idea of how to create your system and your standard operating procedures and everything, because they are necessary for you to lift all the repeated tasks and everything within your business. Also supporting you in the scaling, supporting you in looking for your first hire if you don't have anyone in your team, or looking out like what is your team doing, is there any other things that you can give them, or maybe reshuffle things, because I know sometimes team can be doing something but you're like, actually I like you doing this way because you'll be so much better, for both of us will be so much better. And it's also, as you were saying, it's a community, and it's a very small container. It's really rare that you see something like this long in the 12 months period that has we only getting up to 16. And the thing is, we have a open and closing date. So whenever you are in, you're in. If you're not, it's going to be a small container anyway. And it's like everything that we learned, like we did not even, Saskia did not cover one of the big things that is going to be inside. She's going to support you with group energy healing as well. So all like supporting you in the more subconscious realm more than anything. And for myself, I'm going to just supporting you in the growth mindset, all about, supporting you at some level of your system as well. But also I'm super, like, I'm a money queen, I'm a pricing queen, whatever, empress, whatever you want. I love getting my client on fire, about like leaving with me, and I'm like, I'm getting this done. So it's all about that. It's like there is a part of accountability, but it's not about accountability with others. It's called accountability with yourself. Being in a mastermind is you investing in yourself first and foremost. So the thing is, sometimes when you get this investment, it's not something that you put in the fire. It's just like, I made an investment, I'm committed to make my next 12 months the best year, the best month yet. And of course, all this will be laying you down for the next year, and so on and so forth.
Yeah, and I think maybe one of the question, why 12 months? Why have we chosen to do 12 months and not shorter? It is because in that 12 months,
you will have 4 seasons.
You will have highs and lows, and you will be able to have the, as you say, the four seasons. How are you going to look at your business season wise? And how are you going to deal with the highs and lows? Because we can say, okay, we do it for 3 months, then you may have you may be rising, and then after the 3 months there's because that is simply what is going to happen in business. Growing in business is never a linear growth. It is always, it comes with expansion, it comes with hops and, you know, all the bumps in the road. So we want to be there as well for those bumps in the road, so that you don't have to do it all by yourself. You know, you have a support network, and we are bringing the women together that we think that are ready to expand their empire and are not going to play small.
No, I would have one thing to add into that is it's an analogy of what I learned a few years ago, and it made so much sense. Is when you also go into this kind of mastermind, you're going to be surrounded with people that probably a little bit ahead of you, and there is no competition. It's just like, you know, plain facts. And you have maybe someone that is a little bit not a little bit behind, and again, I'm really putting in quote unquote. And it's about being in the realm of women that are in the desire, in your own desire, aspiration within your business. Because the more you are in this frequency, the vibrancy of those women or business owners, the more you're going to be activated, like you're going to feel energized, and you will see results. Because, you know, as Saskia was saying, it's not always up, 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 up. The thing is, at the end of the day, you could be up, 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 up. And the thing is, of course, when there is a down, it's just like getting back to what happened and analyze and just see if anything can be changed. So yeah, I'm very excited. And if you do have any question about this mastermind, we'd love to answer any of your question. We do have something to offer anyone that join early. So can you share, Saskia, what is the current offer?
Yes. So of course we want to honor you in having been here for the masterclass, and we want to make sure that the people who are in are really the people who we want to be in. We feel that they are really ready to take on that next step. So if you are if you want to be part of it, we will react before Wednesday. So you are still in the group. We will take all the trainings down on Wednesday. If you want to investigate or to see if you would be a good fit for this mastermind, let us know before Wednesday, and we will. So there will be an application procedure, because we really want only the people who we think that are ready to take on that next level. Agreed. So if you are interested, send us a message saying, yes, I want to investigate this further before Wednesday. If you do it before Wednesday, we will give you 1 month free for the 12 months. So you will pay 11 months instead of 12.
Yeah.
But for that, you need to let us know before Wednesday, and we will book in.
It's all about you need to take action. That's what it is. When you are in a mastermind, you're not going to be sitting on the couch and expecting and manifesting. We're going to be working on manifestation. We're going to be working on all about energy and everything, because that's crucial. But the thing is, it's about taking action. So if you it's not if you. Are you feeling called into something that it's greater than you, that will lead you to amazing transformation? This mastermind is for you. The mastermind is for the rebels, the dissident, the women that want to make a change, an impact, but yet still making a good amount of money back, of course. And yeah, so if you want to, when you're ready to take action, you can either DM Saskia or myself on Facebook or on Instagram. We're going to just give our details on the Facebook group, and until the video are up, the offer is open. When the video are taken down on Wednesday, I don't know when on Wednesday, so please watch out. You will get you will have 12 months for the price of 11. So yeah, I'm very excited. Yeah.
And to be honest, if you have been with us for these 3 days, if you are very honest with yourself, you already know where you're standing. You already know whether you are ready to take on the next leap, whether you resonate with what we are saying. Of course, these 3 days were just to give you a sneak peek of, because there are way more layers to it, and that is why we can create a container of 12 months.
Should be at least 14, at least. Yeah, because we do have master classes planned in the container as well that won't be they won't be shared anywhere else. And of course, you probably have access to any of the master class that we're going to go to do outside the mastermind. So it's a no-brainer to me anyway. So yeah, excited. So you do have until Wednesday to take action to avail that current offer. Of course, the application is still open after Wednesday. It's just the offer would not be available anymore.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's really for you to honor yourself and take action if you know that this is something that you know is there.
Okay, so that would be the end of us for at least the 3 days. We're still there until Wednesday, so if you do have any question, please let us know, chat us. Well, it's easy if you can post on Facebook, so we can track everything. And we wish you an amazing Sunday evening, and we talk to you very soon. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
How do you go? I can't end it. Well, I have to stop then.